This is News Now. Thank you for joining us. Some Oyo State residents have expressed satisfaction over the smooth conduct of the biometric verification and accreditation system mock exercise held in Ibadan, which they say would ultimately reflect the true yearnings of the masses at the forthcoming general election. Some of the potential voters who spoke to journalists during the monitoring exercise in some centers across the state say they remain hopeful that the February 25 election will turn out successful. Some potential voters who took part in the mock exercise commended INEC on the smooth use of the Bvas machines.
Today, we are conducting a mock accreditation with Bvas. And the method we engage in carrying this out is we made use of 12 randomly selected polling units in 6 local governments. And the selection of these local governments were based on the 3 senatorial districts, picking 2 in each senatorial district. And it's a test fit across all these polling units to showcase to Nigerians the functional roles of these Bvas, which involve the authentication and the voting procedures in the recent how it is going to be taking place comes 25 February 2023.
We all enjoyed the situation. They brought the Bvas, they tested the voters' cards, they brought as many as possible members so that have their voters' card that maintaining the unit here, so to test them, and it was done successfully. So I was not part of the person that they tested, but I witnessed everything. I was here to know how it was.
I'm here to witness the mock accreditation, and so far so good from the Bvas machine, right, from the accreditation process, which is about 3, right. The first one is the thumbprint, the second is the facial, and the third is about the 6 last numbers at the vein. So it works very well. And another thing that I see that I'm so happy about is that the Bvas is not connected to any sort of network. What the Bvas works with are the number of registered voters that has been implanted into the Bvas machine. So there will be no issue of bad network or no issue of network failure.
And ahead of the deadline for the collection of permanent voter cards, a group in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, has encouraged women, youth, persons with disabilities, and indeed all Nigerians to heed the call for the nation's electoral empire to come forward to collect their voter cards. Taking its message across major markets of the Asian city, the group urged the citizenry to contribute their quota to national development by actively participating in the forthcoming general election. Leader of the group, Enoben Udensi, says the essence of the sensitization campaign was to awaken the consciousness of women on why they must play the lead role in salvaging Nigeria from the jaws of hopelessness.
On the part of the mock, we are going there to monitoring. They started around 8:30. And it has been a conduct. It is so encouraging. People have come out in mass to know how the Bvas is even working. And the handler of the Bvas, the electorate, and all the political stakeholders are now even seeing that Bvas has come, and it has even become a game changer. Part of the effort of level of our preparation is the Pan-Africa Women Project, which is specifically designed to sensitize the women on the need to collect their PVC. And people are now even being fully aware of what we are doing. And this happens to be the fractional part of the INEC gender policy, that we are finding a means that the woman should be able to be involved and have this kind of inclusiveness senses, and to showcase the essence of picking the PVC and picking the right candidate, voting for the right candidate that will be of their choice, who that can deliver to them.
And many of them are in the marketplace. Many of them come, you can see this Saturday, a lot of people here, 90% of the people here are women coming to buy, some are selling. So we chose to speak to women in this engagement we are having in this season in the marketplace. Let them go collect their permanent voters card. Like today, people that just came to buy have carried a message.
The message is not only just for women, is for the youth over the age of 18 who have registered. We are saying to the youth, go and collect your PVCs so that you can go out there and count your vote on the 25th of Feb and the 11th of March.
And now President Muhammadu Buhari is leading the All Progressives Congress presidential campaign train to his native Katsina State Monday. The APC presidential campaign rally is set to hold at the Muhammadu Dikko Stadium in Katsina's the state capital. The president, APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his running mate Kashim Shettima, APC National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu, the State Governor Aminu Masari, and other notable party leaders will address party supporters at the rally. Speaking at an event on Sunday, Masari said Tinubu is the best choice for Nigerians compared to other presidential candidates, adding that others have no better records of achievements and plan for a better Nigeria. Masari appealed to Nigerians to consider the election of Tinubu as a necessity for a stable and progressive country, urging them to ignore the antics of those who with lesser plans and aspirations. On the chances of APC in Katsina State in the elections, the governor said his achievement in the past 8 years and the credibility of the APC candidate will guarantee electoral victory, while maintaining that the crisis that has engulfed the opposition PDP in Katsina will signal victory for APC. Masari appealed to aggrieved party members nursing grudges about the primary to remain patient and wait for their turns. The governor said the party's success in the forthcoming general elections will be a victory for all. And now the spiritual director, Catholic Adoration Chaplaincy Enugu, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has warned that the current Naira crisis will mar the forthcoming elections if not addressed immediately. Mbaka gave the warning during the first Sunday ministration at Adoration Ground, Umuchigo, Nike. He lamented why President Muhammadu Buhari and the federal government commenced the implementation of the currency policy towards the general elections when they had 8 years to implement it but waited towards the exit. He added that both the president and the Central Bank of Nigeria, Governor Godwin Emefiele will suffer if they do not address the ongoing Naira crisis in the country. The cleric insisted that there was no justification for the unimaginable hardship the regime had brought upon Nigerians and it effect going forward. Constant attacks on the chieftains and relatives of the Labour Party have increased tremendously as government have burnt no fewer than 5 houses belonging to the stalwarts and relatives of the Labour Party chieftains in Imo State. Also burnt were undisclosed number of cars and household items. Those whose houses and cars were burnt are the Labour Party candidate in Okige local government area of the State House of Assembly election, Naimeka Obiaraire, and his relatives. Also affected is Labour Party chieftain Honorable K. Unam, whose house and other properties were destroyed. Unam, who is the Director General of the Chief Chikwen Onoha, the Labour Party House of Representatives candidate for Okigwe North Federal Constituency, is a former aide to former Speaker of the State House of Assembly at Joinhim. The incident, which happened in Amaogo in Hube community, has left several citizens confused, even as many have fled their homes for fear of being attacked. Apart from burning of the house and cars of the Labour Party candidate, his father's and uncle's houses were not spared by the government, said to have struck in 3 vehicles. This attack is coming after government had, on December 16, 2022, stormed the country home of the Labour Party candidate for Onu Imo local government area House of Assembly election, Christopher Elehu, and killed him and destroyed his country home. Away from there, our protesters on Monday morning took to the gate of the University of Ibadan, your state, capital, to express their dissatisfaction over the ongoing economic chaos in the country. Members of the community blocked the institution's gate, thereby preventing vehicular movement and other activities. A student who begged anonymity said soldiers and Operation Branch officers had arrived at the scene. However, the university's communication officer, Adijokia Kipelu, said the protesters had been dispersed by the security personnel. And she said the institution's chief security officer told her that it was some miscreant in the community who gathered themselves together at the gate causing problems as the students are sitting for their exams and are not part of the group.